Alright everybody, welcome to Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. This is a wonderful game. Graphics are beautiful. We're playing it in 1080p, 60 frames per second, so you'll be able to enjoy all that. So, let's get ready and let's start our adventure with Senua.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she see her coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already doing it. Feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you gave.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
You see.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness It just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. It's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own. But it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
Alright, we're about to land on shore.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Alright, and so the game begins. When it comes to the cinematic scenes and the voices talking, I'm going to try my best to be quiet, because this game can only be appreciated by listening and actually viewing everything.
Look really clearly. Focus, Senua. Focus. Focus and you'll see. What happens if you focus?
Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea, and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river, and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives, flows through the dark world of Niflheim.
mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. Where are you? I hear you. He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're called
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Alright, so Senua suffers from psychosis, and she's carrying her dead lover's head around, Dillian,
She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
in a journey to try to save his soul. She must travel to Helheim
His soul
and
is
face
still lost.
Hela.
She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace. She needs to lay him to rest.
Alright, there is a run mechanic, so
There's nothing she can do. She thinks she's going to save him. She's not going to save him. She'll never make it to Helheim. She can't let him rot here. She needs to
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
alright, so we're on our way to Helheim.
That's the way.
This is right.
You have to turn back. You're in danger. Just drop down. Where's she going down? What's down there? Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path. I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate. Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
Just a memory.
Drew? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
Druce.
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Come closer.
Alright, whenever the runes appear and block the screen like that, that means we're close to find the rune.
It's near. Focus, and you will find it.
There it is.
Towards the gate. And the gate will open.
Now the gate is opened. The runes is part of her
Go
psychosis.
through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. It worked.
For anyone wondering, the runes are not really there.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people bear the heavy prize. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Alright, and anybody curious, in this game, it has a permadeath
Another voice joins us.
feature.
She once tried to make them go away.
The permadeath feature is every time you die, she gets like a sickness, darkness that goes up her arm.
Always here.
If it reaches your head, you're dead. So it is very real. I've got close to dying because of it,
You can stand on the edge.
but
Pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near. Waiting for you to make that little slip.
I fell. Speaking of permadeath, I don't think it becomes active yet. No. I gotta remember how to do this. Alright, you just gotta kinda go the opposite way. Alright, so that was our first death, but doesn't count for the permadeath. Not yet, anyway.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the Allfather cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
So we must bargain with Hela to see if she can resurrect Dillion.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
All right.
He's gone. You can do it. You're close. They were always. Find a position. Surround you.
All right. There's no way to beat these ones yet. Yeah, there's no way to beat them yet. Yeah, there was no way to beat them yet. It's part of the story.
A vision
It's foreshadowing.
of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
So each time you fail, each time you die, the rot will grow. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over, and all progress will be lost. So any saves you have, boom, gone. Restart from the beginning. I've beat this game once without that happening. Let's see if I could do it again. Some parts do get difficult.
Are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul.
Carrying around that head, I'm not surprised you got some rot going on, man. That's unsanitary.
She still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Alright, we're gonna go with the god of illusion first.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Alright, this guy is not easy to beat either. He's a pain in the ass. For sure.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice, Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Alright, I'm exploring around because you're supposed to get all those and it unlocks a bonus scene at the end, so... trying to make sure I do grab all those. And you'll know if you grab them all because it goes in order. I think last time I missed one. I don't even know where I missed it at. Alright, we're not gonna go towards that yet.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's a no, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it down. Do you think will happen? She did it. She did it. She did it. She did it.
I don't know if that even activates yet. I don't think that does activate yet. I know once we get in here they activate.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Alright, and those gates are the other way to see the truth. You have to line your sight up with them. And see, so we go through it. And look, it's open.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there. Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
Alright, is there any more around? Yeah, Senua is scared of the dark. Part of her psychosis.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it
Oh,
can see you
jeez.
too.
Yeah, this game goes pretty deep, so it's interesting. Definitely 8, 9 out of 10. Alright, game on. Oh, he got me, got me. Sweet, we didn't do that bad. Actually did pretty good. A couple of those were clippable.
She will find what she's looking
for. Alright. I'm pretty sure I remember what's going on here. It's a pain in the butt. Okay. We gotta go up here. No. Yeah, we gotta get up there somehow. How do we get up there? Here, maybe? No. Well. I don't think we could do it down here. No, we gotta find a way up there. I see that on the other side, so let's see if there's a way on the other side. Something we missed. Or not missed as much as weren't looking for. Well, I don't think so, so we gotta figure this out now. There's some trickery afoot. Okay, so this is the only entrance. We have to line those up. We have to first figure out a way to get up there to line them up. I thought we could just climb up here.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
Must have been forever trying to figure this out. That's the good and bad thing about this. The puzzles suck. The runes, they're difficult. The runes. Oh. There we go. We had to go under that. The illusion one's a little difficult because you have to go under and over those things to get certain objects to appear or disappear to help you advance. And there we go. That's simple.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something's shifted. Can you feel it?
Yes, we can enter the door now.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching. Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. Don't open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Where are they? Do it. Where are they? What does it mean? Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them, Shields? Line up the ravens. Shh, 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 shh. What is it?
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. Always trust him.
Silence me.
Where is it? It's not your fault. Listen, focus. We need to focus. Focus.
Is she lost? First time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get out? It must be magic. Magic. A trick. Valravan tricking her. Valravan. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. Valravan's magic. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Alright, so now we have to circle back, go up the stairs, align the ravens, and then we're through the door, one step closer to Von Hallen. Alright, so what lies behind door number 2?
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Find a way. Go round. Find your own path. There's a different way.
We're gonna have to fight.
You won! They surrounded you. She's not strong enough. It's nearly over.
Ooh, nice. Okay, I got you. Whoa.
Get up! She's injured. She can see.
It's not over.
She can still do it.
Yeah, we gotta get a vantage point on it.
Finished. Don't let them surround you.
Alright.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him.
Alright, so we got that done. For the battle, for the combat, there is no tutorial, there is no real control thing. It's basically you figure out everything on your own. Combat is a part of the gameplay, but it's not a huge part. But near the end, it becomes more and more. Some people didn't like the combat. I did, personally.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. To protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink. And at last, he saw the ruins below him. He gave a cry.
Yeah, after 9 nights, no food, no drink, you might hallucinate a bit. Especially with a fatal wound as well.
The song. Valraven's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. This reminds her of something.
The forest.
Where? Which forest? Forest in the wild.
The wilds.
She left the wild. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat the darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
The ravens.
They've gone. They've gone.
No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
But where?
Valraven's helping.
He's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become part of her.
Alright, so once you get a hang of it, it's not too bad. It's easy to figure out. Alright, so we can't open it from this side, so we do have to cross the bridge.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the World Tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So, gouged out his He drank from the well, traded one.
Alright, wait a minute. We can't do anything yet. We have to go back, go through that again. Once we go through that the second time, we already opened the door on the side, so we'll be able to get through. So we'll be able to get across and go up. The fact that this game was around about the same time as Horizon Zero Dawn was pretty cool. You got some strong female characters, Aloy.
The Raven.
Senua.
Where have you gone? She did it. What does that mean?
Looking back,
She did it, but
I was so
wasn't me.
naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all.
Alright, so there's 3 ravens left. The last 3.
The smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
So we gotta get on that side, look up. Not a problem. We gotta go all the way around. Still no biggie. Ninja Theory did a good job on this game. As far as I know, I think they were an independent game maker too. Ding!
Broken. The gate is open. Opened. She didn't.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill them.
It's time for Van Halen.
Or gnawed her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Oh, it's not active. Yeah, we didn't do the rune. Once we do the rune, that becomes active, and that's the way we have to go.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together. Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth. The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Alright, something ain't right. So let's go check it out. What's not right? I think we gotta go back up here, go through again, get rid of that bridge. I think. I'm not sure. Might have to go back to the other side again. Why is that there? Alright, no, I was right. I just didn't do it because I didn't go through it. You're fine. You're fine. Alright.
Broken. The gate is open. Open. It's darkness. I know it from the wild. It's coming back for me.
I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see! I see you now! You led me to the wilds! You trapped me there! Finish this! End it now! Stop them!
Oh, snap.
It's not over. It's not over. Do it.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I died, didn't I? I forget how you use the
Where's he gone? He's there. No, he's there.
That's the button. Jeez. Damn. Oh, damn. Ooh, she... Oh. Oh, snap.
Stronger than you. Focus now!
Ooh, got me in the focus.
Capable warrior. Remember your training.
Mira, focus is growing.
You can do this.
Focus.
We did it.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
The Mark of Valravan. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Alright everybody, and on that note we are going to end the stream. Thank you for watching. Till next time.